there, welcome back to Liz and Sandro's Marketing Podcast. We are here to help your small business grow through social media, websites, reputation management, and so much more. Today, Sandro is going to be talking about 3 Snapchat updates.
Thanks, Liz. So a slew of news from Snapchat recently. There's 3 updates here for you guys. First, Snapchat has launched a new version of its Snap Spectacles. Liz, I know you wanted some of those when they originally came out.
I did back in the day. I mean, now I'm over it.
Yes.
I don't care.
It seems like most people are over it because studies show less than half of all the people who bought one was still using it a month later.
Less than half?
Less than
wow.
half. It's, a lot less than half. So the new Snap Spectacles, they're slimmer, water resistant. You can actually take pictures now instead of just video. They have faster transfer times, and they're $20 more expensive. So you can take them in the pool, take pictures. But my question, and the question I've seen on several sites is, will you? I'll give Snap credit. They sat down with users and employees and listened to their complaints about the original spectacles, and they listened, and they made them slimmer, so they fit better in your pants pockets or dangling from your t-shirt. Second, everyone hated how long it took to transfer a video from the glasses to your phone, and that's been sped up dramatically by 3 to 4 times. Finally, not only are the spectacles waterproof, but the case, which is used to charge them, is also waterproof. So, Liz, is that getting you more excited?
Remind me, how much did these retail for originally?
$130, and now they're $150.
I guess Snapchat wasn't the first company to come to the market with this type of product. And well, yeah, they've addressed some of these issues. I mean, oh my God, shouldn't they have been addressed the first time? And here we are a year later. I mean, hey, I know R&D takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, but
hardware is difficult, and to get it right is difficult. So let's see if version 2.0 is just that much better. Will version 3.0 be even lighter? I don't know. Will they still be around then? I don't know.
Well, and they were really hard to get the first time around, too. Like, I feel like
they created demand by scarcity. Now anybody can get them at spectacles.com. Yeah, they were hard to get originally, but not so much anymore.
Yeah, if I could have gotten them a year ago, I definitely would have dropped 130, but that's nothing. But the intrigue wore off. I've moved on to other gadgets.
A Rolex?
No.
Next up, we mentioned the GDPR, or General Protection Data Regulation, last week, and lots of changes are happening. If you haven't seen them yet, you will probably be seeing many emails saying there are updates to terms and conditions. It's basically Europe putting the beat down on crazy terms and conditions. One of the things Snap is going to stop doing because of this is they're going to stop tracking users who are under the age of 16. The GDPR only applies to businesses doing business in Europe, and only 2 people in Europe, so it's only going to be affecting people there, but hopefully they'll bring it stateside and worldwide, because why do you need to be tracking people under the age of 16 and keeping that stored in your servers? As a side note, Facebook is going to ask people under 16 to get parental approval before being on Facebook soon in Europe, and they're going to stop letting advertisers target people under 16. And as another side note, I know the GDPR, I believe the law is that if people do not understand the terms and conditions, then they are illegal.
I appreciate the fact that data protection is a topic of conversation. I'm glad that it's being addressed, but like, why 16? Why have we decided that everybody under the age of 16 is vulnerable? Because I'm thinking like TV. Again, like little kids are watching TV. What's protecting them? Just some food for thought.
Good point. Finally, 6-second unskippable ads are coming to Snapchat. Snap, which was once reluctant to force ads on users, is going to start testing non-skippable ads in its TV-like shows, which Liz and I didn't even know there were TV-like shows on Snapchat.
Wait, but are we talking about shows like the E-News Rundown?
Maybe.
That I do watch.
Yes, I believe those
and
are
I thoroughly enjoy being able to skip the ads.
Oh.
Because there's a flow to the story, to the show. And where they're placing the ads right now, if I can't skip the ad, if I have to sit through it, I'm going to lose track of where I was.
What if they put them at the start? Maybe they'll
Well, that would I would be fine with that.
Okay.
But the way it is right now, and I'll have to play around with this a little more, but yeah, I mean, these ads are in the middle of a story.
I did not know. I do not watch those shows. And just like Kylie Jenner, I too have been using Snapchat less and less. I remember she tweeted that and their stock price went down.
I think we all have, yeah.
The company is still not profitable, so it does seem they're looking for ways to monetize. These unskippable ads are not going to be part of the Discover stories or personal stories, at least not yet. They are scheduled to begin May 15th. So all this to say, I think it's safe to continue to overlook and skip over Snapchat as part of your marketing strategy at this point. Anyways, at least maybe focus on other things that are more effective. Unless you're like a Snapchat guru and you're not seeing a decline in viewers, maybe stick with it. But otherwise, I think we're just going to keep looking past Snapchat for our marketing.
Yeah, I agree. I personally find myself using Snapchat so much less. I'm not an influencer on the channel, so I can't speak to whether or not viewership has declined with all of these changes, but we've talked about this. Things are hard to find. I can't get to what I want to get to. Yeah, I'm just kind of over it. I'm definitely using Instagram. That's my go-to right now. All right. Well, thanks for these updates, Sandro. Even keeping up to speed with what these channels are doing is really, really important. So again, thanks for that. And that wraps up today's episode. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Join us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and check out our website, themarketingpodcast.net. If you have any marketing related questions, send them our way. We'll give you a shout out on the show. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.